Good morning. So we made it to South Manitou last night around 4ish. We anchored, slept a couple hours. Then this morning my anchor alarm was going off. It showed that we maybe had drug a couple feet. I think the anchor had reset itself, but there was another boat kind of behind us and I didn't want to keep dragging potentially. So we moved our boat over to the other side of the island. Unfortunately, when we started up our engine, started having issues with the alternator belt again. I got a good friend of mine that he's been helping me diagnose it, so hopefully we can kind of figure that out. But it's not gonna stop me from enjoying this anchorage right now because it's absolutely beautiful. Jump! Yeah, you can. 1, 2, 3.
I think I've run out of patience, honestly. I'll sit and dream of vacations, holidays. I don't care where we go, just far away. It's okay. Let's keep it simple, people, honestly. It comes together in pieces, harmony. There's a place and it's not too far away. It's okay.
Good morning, everyone. So this is day 2 of our anchorage at South Manitou. Yesterday was really nice. We were both a little tired just with the overnight sail. It was kind of a lazy day for us. Today is looking a little spotty, intermittent rain, at least until 2 or 3 o'clock. Hopefully if it does die down by then, we're gonna get into the dinghy and head to the shore and kind of check out maybe a little bit of the island and see if there's any trails or anything else going on. We also figured out what was wrong with the alternator belt. It ended up just being loose. I'm assuming at some point during our sail, the alternator, I believe, maybe had shifted in a little bit, causing the belt to loosen up and thus kind of not have the friction it needs, and was like rubbing and burning up the belt. So hopefully everything is good for the rest of the trip. So we're about to go to shore and explore a little bit. I ended up setting a secondary anchor just for my own peace of mind. Probably wasn't necessary, but there's some gusts that are pretty strong. So I just wanted to do it. Better be safe than sorry. So I guess there's more than I thought that there was on this island. Looks like there's a couple campgrounds, we've got cemetery, schoolhouse, a whole bunch of stuff. Interesting, huh? Yeah. looks like they have some construction going on right now. Oh yeah. There's some rot.
This is the third lighthouse. The first lighthouse was 1839. It's set over in that area, 30 feet tall, shabbily built, didn't make it. You know how the weather is here? 170 inches. So they tried again. In 1859, they built the Lightkeeper's Residence, which is that big yellow 4-story building right there that they're redoing. They put a 35-foot tower. This 36-mile passage is dangerous. You got to get it closer and higher. So in 1871, the Congress allocated funds to build this lighthouse. The walls are 6 foot thick at the bottom. They taper to 2 feet thick at the top. The foundation goes 40 to 60 feet. That's because of the staircase that's inside. If you saw that staircase, we'll go in and see that. Okay, this is called a floating staircase. The sole support is right there on that column. That's why the foundation goes down so far. So why would they put something like this in 151 years ago? Well, it was the scaffolding to build the lighthouse. They would build a couple steps, build around the wall. A couple more steps, build around the wall. After they had built 117 steps, they had completed the lighthouse. Later, and I didn't know if they were interested, but apparently they were. So, anyways. Oh, I have a good piece now.
In the early 1800s, so over 200 years ago, and it refracts the light, reflects it, magnifies it, and sends it out as a beam on the slate.
This is pretty cool. I guess it's one of those things where, you know, when you're looking at some place to sail, I'm looking at navigation charts and where to anchor, and I really didn't realize how much was going on in this island. And yeah, this is just fascinating to kind of learn about all the things that were happening years ago. So I'm just trying to make sure that we don't get lost here. I actually thought that we were going to be able to turn right into the bay from the schoolhouse, but it looks like we might have to walk a little ways, and then there's a trail, and then we'll just follow the shoreline back. Just scared ya?
A snake!
Yeah.
I almost stepped on it.
Would you say you're not a fan of snakes?
No.
We are way over there.
How is it?
It's nice. All right, so last day on the island here. We're gonna go back to shore and check a couple more things out that we weren't able to do yesterday. There's some sand dunes on the other side. There's also a shipwreck, the wreck of the Marazin, that is out of the water that I really want to fly my drone around. It's super windy today, so we'll see if I'm able to launch it. But either way, it's going to be a lot of fun and just a good way to spend our last day here. Yesterday when we were here, some of the park workers said that the poison ivy is really bad and the trail ended up getting really overgrown. So we kind of just decided to be better safe than sorry and turn around. But now we are headed towards the dunes on the other side of the island. On a better note, I did not lose my drone flying it around the shipwreck. It was giving me a high wind warning, but luckily I got it back. Ready to do this hill? So this is our last night here, anchored at the island. We had a totally awesome time. It was so much fun. Great sights to see. The hiking was awesome. Beaches, just everything about it was really cool. What's nice about it too is you don't have to necessarily have a boat to access this island. With it being part of the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Park, you can take a ferry here, and there's a couple campsites that you can stay. But yeah, we had such a blast, and we are ready to pull the anchor tomorrow morning and go to our next destination. Do you have anything else to add?
No, but yes, I agree with Steve. It was absolutely stunning, very beautiful, and way more than we anticipated, and probably that we even thought we were going to see, which is kind of awesome. Lots of hiking, so if you're into that, definitely recommend. Again, camping, you can literally get here, anyone can get here. It's great.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Tune in next time for some low sodium sailing.